Oh yeah, I'm gonna break that one down too.
They did until that video made rounds. And then I put the whole thing down for a while. It was never my intention to make that kind of content, but it was quite satisfying, and I got 10 times the views of my normal content,
This guy's such
which was a plus, but I had to move on, lest I be tempted to rebrand myself from a
Professor Dave, man. Hey,
to one devoted purely to con men.
you going around calling yourself a professor? I feel like we need a petition to see where your credentials are. What makes you a professor? What kind of indoctrinated degree do you have that makes you a professor? What do you actually do? Because professor is such a broad term.
It hurt me to wake up and see my beautiful black people suffer, victimized by the oppressive, harsh realities of the hood. I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Method! Man, what it do, YouTube? It is your boy, Tabby Trolling. I'm here, man. We finna debunk the debunkers. Professor Dave. First of all, I don't even think he's a real professor. I'm just getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Now, I have yet to break down the Professor Dave Flat Earth Day video, which is one of the most. Anyways, 10 challenges for flat earthers. I love trying to spread the word of flat earth. I love it because it's something that everybody needs to know about, and it can awaken us to become the people who we really need to be, and because we're not lost in space and doing all this other BS and trillions of miles. No. But people like Professor Dave want you to think that science is science, it's been done, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sounds like a religion to me, but I digress. Let's see what his 10 challenges are for flat earthers, and let's see, can I just let's just roll with it, right? Because this guy is the worst.
Hey everyone, so it's been almost exactly 1 year since I published my innocuous little flat earth debunk as part of my astronomy series. That was the one that the Globe Busters foolishly engaged with, and their idiotic insult-filled commentary prompted me to make this little
Globe
gem
Busters.
that
Shout out
they
Globe
never
Busters.
recovered from. Then, based on the ridiculous comments I received on that video, I made one more to mock the moronic things that all flat earthers say.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna break that one
Or at
down
least
too.
they did until that video made rounds. And then I put the whole thing down for a while. It was never my intention to make that kind of content, but it was quite satisfying, and I got 10 times the views of my normal content,
This guy's such a
which was a plus, but I had to move on, lest I be tempted to rebrand myself from a
Professor Dave, man. Hey,
to one devoted purely to con men.
you going around calling yourself a professor? I feel like we need a petition to see where your credentials are. What makes you a professor? What kind of indoctrinated degree do you have that makes you a professor? What do you actually do? Because professor is such a broad term. Who the fuck is this guy? And he has so many million. I digress. Hold on.
Here, I've made so many tutorials since then, so why not jump back in the muck for a second? This time I'd like to offer some challenges to you remaining few that are desperately clinging to this dying fad to derive some sense
not dying.
of self-worth.
Oh, hey, he's not dying. Flat Earth is it ain't dying, Dave. It's not dying.
Let's call them 10 challenges for flat earthers.
Bring it on.
These will be some basic things that anyone could do to test the validity of the flat earth hypothesis.
Let's go.
They're so mind-numbingly obvious that the fact that you don't do them is an immediate indicator of your complete
Do you see
lack
the
of
whole?
intellectual
Do you
integrity.
see?
Let's get started and you'll see what I
Do y'all notice this whole soliloquy that he's going through right now? All these context and you know what I'm saying, predisposition. We don't even know all that. Just tell us the 10 facts. He's already trying to manipulate your mind without even starting on number 10 yet. We don't need all that explanation. Just show us the goddamn 10. You know what I'm saying? Is it me?
mean. Number 1, here's the flat earth map that you all seem to agree upon. Anyone with half a brain can immediately tell that this does not correlate with reality, but for those with an even smaller fraction, let's do a few things to prove it. For example, make a scale. You know, a scale? It's that...
One thing I will say, I don't think there is a 100% accurate map when it comes to our realm that we can get hold to. But I do believe that we are not in outer space. We are not on a spinning ball. And this is somewhat what I believe in the firmament. But let's just keep going and see what the hell this man's talking about.
Thing on maps way things are from each other.
Right.
Look at this map. There's a scale. You can pick two cities and determine the approximate distance between them. Then you can drive your car from one to another and verify that it is the correct distance.
Right.
Now back to your little map. Where's the scale here? Why do you
None
not
needed.
include one? Is it because it's impossible? Yes, that is it.
It's not because it's impossible. It's not because it's impossible. Because we're not trying to use this as a way to travel. We are using this as a presentation, as a model. This is a model, right? Nobody said this is an exact thing. This is a model. That's all it is. So let's keep on going.
Exactly why. And if you disagree, here's your challenge. Pick some distance on this map. A centimeter, an inch, whatever. Tell me the distance it corresponds to in reality. Then pick some cities and use your scale to estimate the distances between them. Pick two on the same continent. Pick
Right.
two on different continents. Use it to tell me how wide this inappropriately enormous ocean is.
Inappropriately
Use it to tell me
enormous?
literally anything about the distances between literally anything. When you
The irony of him saying that we'll say literally anything is that what scientism is based on? Y'all think the sun is 93 million miles away, which is preposterous. I can't even fathom that, but I digress.
can't do it and your numbers do not correlate with reality in the slightest, recall that this map does it just fine, and then admit that your map is stupid. Your complete inability to make any kind of remotely legitimate map single-handedly proves the Earth is in flat.
Look at the moon.
Let's continue just for fun. Number 2, as we all know, the existence of Antarctica poses a huge problem for you. When it is summer in the northern hemisphere, you love to pretend that the sun moves inwards to this tropic,
I'm not
making
pretending.
the days longer here.
By the way, shout out Flat Earth Dave. By the way, the just the idea, right? It's just the idea that we live on a ball surrounded by water when practically in real life science says that's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. That in itself debunks the globe. The way this is set up for the night and day, I'm gonna make a video about that too, because I got Dave's app, Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, Clock, Zodiac app. I have the app. I'm gonna be sharing how I feel about it, because this is actually of what's going on, of what's going on, of what's going on, of what's going on.
And shorter in the southern hemisphere. And then when it's winter in the north, you like to put the sun at the other tropic, which you
Right.
think gives you the shorter days up north that you want, but in the south, it's total chaos.
Not
you
true.
have the sun tracing this enormous trajectory, which would leave everything out here in darkness for most of the day.
He doesn't have the right scale, guys. He doesn't have the right scale. I'm finna tell y'all how and why. Okay. I'm freezing up now. Or?
When in reality, there are long periods of time in Antarctica where the sun never sets. Since your dinky little sun can never illuminate this entire fantasy, this completely obliterates your model, which is why you resort to conspiracy. You simply deny that this midnight sun ever occurs, while claiming that no one can go to Antarctica to verify it for themselves, because the government NASA Jew penguins will kill you. Well, apart from all the commercial cruises, civilians can even apply.
You know,
for
that's
jobs.
just something that really kind of bothers me when it comes to these arguments. First of all, they're straw manning us. They keep straw manning. This straw man fallacy is rampant.
Waiting Antarctica, like this town where people live. Or don't even go there. Just look up times of sunset on the internet. In mid-December, sunrise is earlier than 5 a.m. and sunset is later than 10 p.m. Now take your little model for the seasons and make it show night and day. Then try and make the night and day portions match up with these sunrise and sunset times.
That is possible.
Demonstrate the light from the sun illuminating this location for more than 70% of its
I don't think that's very accurate.
And as you do that, make sure that its entire trajectory as that endless night during this time of the year.
Okay.
That's right.
That doesn't
Lots of
explain
sun
anything,
over
though.
here and zero sun over here. Good luck. If you decide to even try, observe that the light patterns become so nonsensical that
That's not even an accurate. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. He's taking our model. He's taking the model that most of us use and putting all kind of bullshit animation. What the fuck is this? The stars and the, come on, man. This ain't science. This is mockery.
Jargon to justify it. If you can't make your model show
I'm gonna skip past this one, man. This right here pisses me off. Well, let's just go to the next one.
That you can't almost a year actually make a prediction with your model, like any prediction. You know, those things that you have to do in science for it to be science.
Every 18 years something happens. That's predicted. See, when you try to debunk flat Earth, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? There are predictions. That's where the zodiacs come from. The zodiac are predictions, which are very accurate. We can predict the eclipse. This guy, Professor Dave, is stupid. I'm sorry, he just flat out stupid. I almost don't even want to finish the video.
Pick any celestial object, a planet, a comet, a star. Now pick any time in the future, and using only the flat Earth model and nothing else, tell me where it will be time. If you can't do this, and I know you can't.
Actually, you can do this. If you're watching this video, you can do this. Just go out. Go outside. Take a picture of any constellation or star outside in your sky that you see at that point in time. Write down the date. 1 year later, you will go to the exact same spot, and I guarantee you those stars will be in the exact same spot it was 1 year ago. That sounds like a prediction to me. That sounds like a prediction to me.
Consider admitting that it is absolutely irrelevant. People who actually understand the geometry of the Earth and the solar system can predict a solar eclipse, specifying start and end time down to the second and tracing its precise path down to the square mile.
To be fair, both the globe Earth and the flat Earth model can predict this. Okay? I just want to say that.
Doing that even a single time means the model used to make the prediction has been undeniably verified.
You know what? Let's just go to the next one, y'all. My bad. Show something over land for. Ooh! Yes, here we go. Now, he just said show something over land far away, people. You see it in the top third. Is Chicago not over land? What the fuck? This is what. It's Chicago. It's not floating. It's not floating. Chicago's not floating. It's on solid ground. The picture that we're looking at right now. The picture we're looking at right now is an oxymoron because the top part of the picture says show something over land far away, and you show something over land that's far away. Professor Dave, why need your credentials, bro? I need your credentials. You just got
favorite talking points in my previous videos. You all now cling primarily to the classic "I shouldn't see this thing" argument. You love this one because you can lie about heights and distances, do incorrect math, and in general act.
Listen to this. This is what I'm saying. See, this is the thing about people who try to debunk the globe. We use your idiotic equation for curvature. We use what you tell us what it is. Okay? So it's not fake. We are using the exact same formula that you
without having to actually do any science. Well, every time you whine about this, the objects are always suspiciously close, such that you can fudge the numbers, and they're always over water, so you can lie about.
Because water is the easy way to. Because water is the easy way to do it. Because water is calm and flat. Of course, it's gonna be over water. That's the best way to. That's the best way for anything. What is the hell is this nigga talking about? Come on, man.
Idea how refraction works. So try this one on for size. Show me a picture of something over land that's 1,000 miles away. May I suggest the middle of the country where there's not much in straight shot after all. So what's the problem? Use a telescope. Pull Las Vegas into focus.
If you use a telescope,
Meeting, maybe you should try doing something productive rather than blindly perpetuating the dumbest hoax on the internet. Number 5, speaking of things that are far away,
Black Swan.
people love whipping out your Nikons so much that I wouldn't
Shout out
be
Nikon.
surprised if a Nikon executive dreamt up the entire Flat Earth hoax as a viral marketing campaign. You take a boat that's far away, pull it back into focus, and then marvel at your own brilliance for figuring out how to operate a camera.
Yes! Absolutely! Because using your formula, okay? Using the globe Earth formula for curvature says a person is the average. A person, the average height, right? A person with the average height of 6 feet should not be able to see 3 miles. Just 3 miles beyond the horizon. But we see way too far. According to your formula, your curve calculator debunks your own.
Well, try this one then. Stay on the boat. Don't cut away. Stay on it until it disappears. How will it disappear? Bottom up, just like everything else. I wonder why you've never put that on YouTube. Number 6.
It is on YouTube.
The most hilarious thing about Flat Earth is that the most mundane, everyday observations make absolutely no sense in your model.
This guy frustrates
Like a
me, man.
sunset. A small sun above a flat Earth would simply recede high in the sky and get smaller and smaller until it fades away.
No, it wouldn't,
It
man.
absolutely would not retain the same angular size and set below the horizon.
Because it's not.
Stays the
See,
same.
let me tell y'all the misinformation about that whole thing right there. Let me tell y'all, because let me go back. Let me show y'all. What he's trying to say right here about the sun going down wouldn't do that. It's all about perspective, okay? It's about perspective. Because in reality, the sun is going straight line away. But it's going over a horizon. Not a physical horizon, but it's going over the horizon, perceived horizon. Yes, it's not going down. It's just going away. It's just going away. Point blank period.
And set below the horizon. It stays the same size because it's unbelievably far away, and it sets below the horizon because the Earth is a sphere that is turning. Even a toddler can understand this. It's so blatantly obvious that you have to resort to your typical ad hoc antics, talking about refractive effects that defy all logic.
But
and
we never
subsequently
know.
apply-
No. See, that's what I'm saying. I have not seen any flat earther that I know of with any kind of credibility say that refraction. No, that's what y'all say. We don't say that.
To the sun, but nothing else. Or even better, some of you talk about a dome with the sun on the other side that produces some bizarre optical effect. Apart from the sheer absurdity of this magical dome that no one has ever seen or touched, it creates big problems.
Oh, we've touched it. That's NASA. Oh, we touched it.
For you, because you also claim that the sun and moon perform other kinds of magic to push the air and water around to
It
get
does?
tides and storms and what have you.
You say that.
That would require that it is inside the dome.
No, we're
So
not.
which is it? Is the sun outside of the magical non-existent dome so you can pretend to get the sunset?
It's not whether the sun is. It's not whether the sun is inside or outside. First of all, it's that the sun is not 93 million miles away. First of all, the sun is not 93. It's not 93 million miles away. It's not. People, the sun is not that far away. It's a local sun, and whether you believe it's inside the firmament or not, our point is, it's not. We're not on a globe. We're not on a globe. That's the whole point of the flat Earth. We are not on a globe. That's our thing.
Inside the magical non-existent dome, so you can pretend to get the tides. It can't be both. Or if you bail on the dome and say it's just water, how do all those water molecules that make up around 1% of the atmosphere?
Let's go to the next one. He's not making any.
To explain.
What's the next one? What's the next one, man?
What the hell is a lunar eclipse?
Woo!
Seriously.
A lunar eclipse. Very briefly, there have been times, recorded, there have been times of videos, hundreds of a lunar eclipse happening when the sun and the moon is on the horizon not far from each other, which means that the illusion is not being created by the sun reflecting off the moon, because that would be impossible if the moon, the sun, and the earth are both all above the horizon. I'm not even finna goddamn let him explain this bullshit. We can go on to the next one. That's what we finna do. I don't want him to explain none of that bullshit, because that's been debunked already.
Small and close to the earth, what is stopping you from strapping a camera to a weather balloon and sending it up there? Go get up close and personal with either of these objects and take some pictures. If you get crafty with some robotics, which is a stretch given your complete lack of education, you could even scoop up a little sample.
You see Sam take a sample. Here goes another straw man fallacy. First of all, most of us don't even believe that the sun and the earth are even physical. Okay? No flat earther whatsoever believes that the moon is a physical object. Straw man fallacy. Let's go straight to number 9. I'm getting frustrated.
Number 9. Take some flights. Like any direct flight in the southern sphere. Whoops, shouldn't that be impossible? Better yet, fly between two cities 2 different ways. The shortest way on the globe and the shortest way on the flat earth. Which one do you think will be faster?
Flat Earth.
I'm just joking. I know that none of you will ever be employed long enough to afford a private jet. But next time you're on a regular plane, notice that flights going east or west are not constantly turning slightly to one side, as you seem to believe they all must be.
We never said that. We never. Time out, man. All these straw man fallacies. No flat earther believes that shit at all. If you look at the flight plans, on the globe Earth, that's what y'all doing. But on a flat Earth, on a plane, a stationary plane, everything is going straight forward. Point blank, period. He doesn't even know what we actually believe about the flat Earth model. It's a joke, man. He's a joke. Let's just go to number 10. I'm sorry.
Anything legitimately scientific at all. Publish anything whatsoever about your model in anything reputable anywhere.
Do you not know that there's such thing called gatekeepers?
Based on your model. Do anything at all that could be considered actual.
We do. But y'all won't, we show y'all evidence. See, what you believe in is pseudoscience about this bald earth bullshit. We believe in science, not scientism. We believe in science. And science tells you that we are on an immovable plane. Before I get my blood pressure up too much, I'm going to start the video right here. Let me know how y'all think, man. Let me know how stupid Dave is from 1 to 10 and come back at me. No nigga news November.
It hurt me to wake up and see my beautiful black people suffer, victimized by the oppressive, harsh realities of the hood. I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.